Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big for Winning Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 52 of Winning a National Title with every team in the game. If you guys did miss last episodes, it was a two-team episode for episode number 50 and now episode technically 51 as well along with it, where we did Georgia and Alabama both, and they both completed it in one season. So now, if you guys are new episode means new team, means we get a wheel spin. So let's see who we get this time. And that answer is going to be, it looks like Sam Houston. Close to Penn State, would have been another Big Ten team, but we get Sam Houston this time. And now, I believe they're a one-star. There they are. They're a 76 overall team, 1.5-star school. He's a motivator. It was only their second year in the NCAA, or in Division I, I should say. But let's take a look at the coaches. We do a motivator, architect, and tactician, mostly for the defense, and same thing for that. And what we've got for architect, we already got that for the D-line and the kicker and punter. So we just need D-line and linebackers for that next step. Offensive coordinator does have motivator, offense, and same with tactician. And we do have some recruiting, mostly just scouting defense. So it's going to take some time. We might switch out both our coordinators. But we'll kind of see from there. Taking a look at the roster, though, we do have an 84 overall outside linebacker. Four of our top 5 guys are all leaving us this year. They're all seniors. So we're going to need some better players there. At least we have our quarterback, 78 overall. Speed, 88 acceleration is not terrible. Halfback's a 78 with 92 speed. That's not bad either. Wide receivers, a lot of them that don't have speed. We have a ton of tight ends for no reason. Offensive line desperately needs help. D-line needs help. Linebacker, yeah, we're just going to need everything. Literally everything. That's what we're going to look for. But I'm going to go ahead, simulate Season 1. I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here with Sam Houston. All right, and here we are at the end of Season number 1 here with Sam Houston. When we go 6-6 on the season, it's not a terrible season for this team at all. We actually started off with a win against Rice and then lost 4 in a row to UCF, Hawaii, New Mexico State, and Texas State, who actually ended up going 11-1 on the season. But then beat UTEP, beat Western Kentucky, lost to FIU, then beat Louisiana Tech, Kennesaw State, and Jacksonville State to have 6 wins on the season, but then lost to Liberty only by 1, and they were actually ranked as well. So we played 2 ranked teams in this season that we had. But unfortunately, going 6-6 and 5-3 in the conference does not get us into the conference championship. That is Liberty and Middle Tennessee getting that conference championship. So all in all, I mean, it is what it is. I did fire my coordinators because we're going to need some better ones down the road to hopefully get us over that 6-6 season. Will Howard wins the Heisman, 3,400 yards, 28 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Falcons fans are not very happy with me at the moment. We do face James Bass in the New Orleans Bowl, so not very far drive for us here either way, but I'm going to go ahead and manage my staff. I'll see everyone at the end of the season recap. We got the end of the season recap where it looks like Ohio State ended up winning it all. We ended up getting 2 new coordinators, which is very, very nice. I don't know if it's going to show us. Yeah, it might. Yeah, it does. We hired a offensive coordinator, mostly does, I believe, recruiter. And then our defensive coordinator, I believe, is also, I think he is also an elite recruiter. So we actually hired 2 recruiter-esque people since we don't have anything with recruiting-wise for our head coach. But looking at the bracket, Texas State, Liberty, Oregon, Georgia, and Clemson made it as the automatic qualifiers. With Ohio State, Alabama, Virginia Tech, Notre Dame, Texas, Wake Forest, and Penn State made it as the at-large bids, with Ohio State beating Penn State 33-30 in the national title game. Did this go into overtime? It did. Wow, that would have been a great game to watch. But all in all, that's going to end Season 1 here at Sam Houston. It's on to Season 2. And here we are in Season 2 with Sam Houston. We go 6-6 again on the season here in number 2-wise. We started off really good, beating Pitt, beating Hawaii, but then losing to Air Force and New Mexico State, beating FCS and Louisiana Tech. Before losing to Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky, you kind of see where this goes. Win-win, loss-loss, win-win, loss-loss, win-loss, win-loss. So again, we're not making the conference tournament. We actually were one of the worst teams in the CUSA. Middle Tennessee and Jacksonville State make it in year number 2. But hopefully we can make another bowl game and win another one, because that'll be back-to-back bowl wins. But hopefully next year we can get over the plateau and win like 7 games or 8 games or 9 games or something like that. But Avery Johnson wins the Heisman, 3,300 yards, 40 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. And we'll get ECU in the Arizona Bowl. So we do make a bowl game again. Hopefully we can win another one. We're just going to simulate to the end of season recap like we normally do. We'll go over the bracket and the winner there. Ohio State won in year 1. Let's see if they do it again here in year number 2. And it's Michigan that wins it, 38-35 with Boise State, Miami, Michigan, Kansas State, and Alabama made it as the automatic qualifiers, with Boston College, Clemson, Texas, Texas State, Oklahoma, Colorado, and USC making it as the at-large bids. So all in all, that's going to end Season 2. It's on to Season 3 here with Sam Houston. And here we are in Season 3 with Sam Houston, where we, too, end up going 8-4 on the season. So we definitely go above that 6-6 record. We actually start out 4-0, beating Tulsa, FCS, Troy, and Boise State before losing the next 2 games against Jacksonville State and Liberty. We beat FIU, beat UTEP, beat Louisiana Tech, and then beat Middle Tennessee before losing our last 2 games by a total of 4 points. We could have had a chance to go 10-2, but unfortunately we do go 8-4 with 4-4 in the conference. So unfortunately, again, no conference championship. That goes to Jacksonville State and Liberty. So if we would have won those 2 games, we would have been in there. But all in all, I mean, we're getting better, and that's what we want to see. So now we'll just advance the week because we will be getting a better bowl game, and hopefully that we can do even better. Dom Boss, what a name, joins the squad, which will be a nice addition to the defense. And we'll just go ahead. It looks like we should be getting a bowl game. It just doesn't do it this week for whatever reason sometimes. But all in all, hopefully we do win our bowl game and go 9-4 in the season. But, I mean, 8-5 is still a really good season for this team. And maybe next season we could do even better and maybe make the college football playoff in year number 4 with Sam Houston. So it just depends how this team goes. We are 8-5. Pro potential goes up to an A-. So we ended up losing our bowl game. And it looks like Kansas State here in year number 3 wins it all over Washington 42-21. We had UNLV, Clemson, Georgia, Kansas State, and USC make it as the automatic qualifiers, with West Virginia, Nebraska, Washington, Ohio State, Oregon, and North Carolina and Alabama make it as the at-large bids. So congrats to Kansas State, and it's on to Season 4 here with Sam Houston. And here we are in Season 4 here with Sam Houston, where we went 10-2 on the season, one of our best seasons to date so far, where we have to play Middle Tennessee in the conference championship game. We actually did, again, pretty well, beating Liberty, but then losing to Colorado State, beat FCS, beat Coastal Carolina, beat New Mexico State, and then lost to Louisiana Tech. Before then winning the rest of the year, UTEP, UMass, FIU, Jacksonville State, Kennesaw State, and Western Kentucky. A couple close wins there in a couple games, but a lot of big wins as well. But all in all, we'll see how we do here in this conference championship game. If we can win, there's a small chance that we go to the college football playoff, but I don't think we make it at all. We actually ended up losing, so it didn't even matter. But we do go 10-3 on the season. It's not a bad year here in the 4th season here with Sam Houston. But all in all, it's a decent season for our, at least maybe when we can get training boost to eventually get higher overalls. Sellers wins the Heisman, 3,700 yards around there, 39 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. Did we get any awards? No, we did not. But we faced in Coastal Carolina in the Bahamas Bowl. So another bowl game. We'll see if we can win this one, but we'll just go ahead, simulate to the end of season recap like we normally do. Hopefully we go 11-3 on the season and win a bowl game again, and hopefully move up into another star prestige. Right now, I believe we're like 2.5. We started out 1.5, and we're still 2.5. We did win. We're 11-3. Pro potential does go down, but conference prestige and coach prestige go up, so that is going to be nice. But yeah, 11-3 on the season is a very, very nice season. And Clemson ends up winning it all, 34-28 over USF. We would have made it if we would have won our bowl game, or our conference championship, because BYU, USF, USC, Marshall, and Clemson made it as the automatic qualifiers. I mean, Marshall did beat Ohio State and went toe-to-toe with Clemson. This was a very weird year. NC State, Oregon State, Tennessee, Ohio State, and Virginia, and Maryland, and Georgia made it as the at-large bid. So if we would have won ours, we probably would have been the 4 or the 12 coming in. So we'd probably have to play NC State either way. But all in all, I mean, a win's a win for them. But Marshall, look at them. 45-24 over Ohio State, then 27-26 against Clemson. So kind of a weird year, but all in all, that's ending season 4. It's on to season 5 here with Sam Houston. And here in season 5 with Sam Houston, where we go 10-2 again, having to face Jacksonville State, who also went 10-2, also 7-1 in the conference. So we're facing pretty much the same team, but we are ranked higher. But taking a look at our schedule of this year, we actually start off good again, FCS and Colorado State. We then lost to Central Michigan, beat Houston, and then lost to Jacksonville State early on this year, 38-31. But then after that, we win pretty much undefeated since. We won 7 games in a row. FIU, Kennesaw State, Liberty, Louisiana Tech, UTEP, Western Kentucky, and New Mexico State. A couple close wins in there, but a couple big wins. Hopefully, we can continue that and win this one. We are ranked 9th, so if we do win, we're going to the college football playoff for the first time with Sam Houston here in season 5. And I would hope that. We only got 180 XP. We did lose. We are ranked 12th. There's a possibility, but I don't think so. We'll have to see after this week what happens with this team. I actually don't think we're going to make it. I think we're just going to get a normal bowl game. Nate Sula, we're going to call him Nate. 39, or pretty much 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, wins the Heisman Trophy. And we'll be playing App State in the Bahamas Bowl, so we do not make the college football playoff. We have to win that conference championship. They ended up winning it. Jacksonville State ended up being the 4 seed, and Ohio State made it as an unranked team. NC State, again, being 1, did not win their conference tournament, but Ohio State, Jacksonville State, North Carolina, Iowa State, and Georgia made it as the automatic qualifiers, with NC State, Wisconsin, Uconn, Miami, Oklahoma, and Notre Dame, Michigan as the at-large bids. So, unfortunately, another season down, another season where we don't make the college football playoff. It's just a little unfortunate. We'll go ahead, advance the end-of-season recap, see who wins it all, and then go from there. And yeah, so just another unfortunate season here with Sam Houston, but hopefully next year we can actually win our conference tournament. We did win the bowl game. Athletic facilities move up because now we're a 3-star school. And yeah, it looks like Michigan ends up beating NC State. So NC State beat Ohio State, beat Jacksonville State, beat Wisconsin, then lost to Michigan by 3. And Michigan ended up beating Notre Dame, Georgia, and Miami, then to beat NC State in the national title. So congrats to Michigan. It's on to season 6 here with Sam Houston. And here we are in season 6 with Sam Houston, where we go 11-1 on the season. Western Kentucky went 9-3 and 6-2 in the conference, but we play them in the conference championship because we go 11-1 on the season. As you see at the top of the screen, 88 overall, 87 offense, 90 defense is really solid. Our only loss came against Georgia Southern, only by 7. But then after that, we won 10 in a row. FCS, New Mexico State, Miami of Ohio, Louisiana Tech, Middle Tennessee, Western Kentucky as well, Liberty, FIU, UTEP, and Jacksonville State in the season. So, all in all, I think even if we lose this game, we make the college football playoff for the first time here at Sam Houston in year number 6. So, yeah, we'll take that. We did just sign a 3-star punter, and it looks like we lost. Of course we did. Why can we never win the conference championship? We are ranked number 9, so in theory, we'll probably be one of the last ones in the college football playoff. We also just signed a 3-star kicker, so there is that. So we'll take it. But 11-2 on the season is not terrible. George Clay wins the Heisman. Yeah, George Clay wins the Heisman, and we're playing Notre Dame in the college football playoff. So we do make it for our first year in. It's Alabama, Western Kentucky, Miami, USC, and Colorado as the at-large bids, with Texas Tech, Kansas, California, Georgia, and Michigan, us, and then Notre Dame as the at-large bids. So, granted, not great. Still Notre Dame is not terrible, but 12-1 Colorado to face us after that. But Kansas also up there is kind of surprising too. Usually I never see them in a college football playoff, but let's see how we do against Notre Dame. They're 10-2 on the season. We are 11-2. They're at 91 overall, and we are an 88. So they have the overall advantage in this game. We'll see how we do here against them, and hopefully we can get this win and move on. Looks like we're going to be playing in the snow. We are going to be in the snow. Let's go. We'll go quarter by quarter like we always do, and our first drive ends in a punt. We get a turnover on defense and take a 14-0 lead pretty quickly after the first quarter. Offense putting in work now, another touchdown. It's 21-0, now 21-7 at the half. So a big lead for us. See if we can hold on to it. Notre Dame punts again, and we get a field goal to go up 17. Still going quarter by quarter. Oops, I'm sorry. This is the fourth quarter. I meant to go play-by-play here. We punt the ball. It's 24-14. 4th and 10. We get a stop on their side of the field. Unfortunately, we take a huge sack, but it's again another field goal with 2 minutes to go. Notre Dame gets a big couple runs, but this game is over. Sam Houston will beat Notre Dame on the road, and we'll move on 27-21. We did give up 14 in the fourth quarter, but one of those touchdowns was very late in the game. Makes it closer than what it was. So we'll take the win. We'll go play Colorado in the next round. We will take it here in year number 6. And let's see if we can continue this winning and go all the way. That would be nice. But you never know what can happen. We'll be playing Colorado in this next round. So let's see how we do against Colorado. They're 12-1. We are 12-2 on the season. They're an 84, so we have the overall advantage this time. So we never know. Also, we haven't done many Big 12 teams. We had a little bit of a run with Big 12 teams. I think a couple back-to-back episodes a couple times. That we really haven't done any of them. So it's mostly been Big 10 and then G5 schools. But looks like we're starting our offense first. And our offense punts the ball. Colorado will get a field goal. So it's now 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. We're struggling here, and now, again, nothing doing. Now we get a field goal, and they get a field goal. It's now 20-3 after they got a turnover, and 20-6 at the half. Colorado starts with the ball, but can't do anything. We get a touchdown to make this a 7-point game here in the fourth. Colorado, though, is threatening for a touchdown, but we hold them to 3, which is huge than a one-play touchdown. That is what we needed, because now all we need is a field goal, and we're driving, and we do get that field goal with 2 minutes to go. And we get a turnover. 4th and 3, we take the lead with a minute to go. A huge sack and another turnover, and Sam Houston, who was down big at the half, will come away with a win. 26-23, and moving on to the semifinals. A huge game where we scored 20 points in the second half. We were down 20-3 at one point in this game, and we come back and win. So we will take it all day, every day. Moving on to play the winner of Michigan or USC. This is where our season might come to an end. But it's been a fun season, no doubt, with Sam Houston here. And who will we be playing? After we're going to go through our Player of the Weeks here. Probably another one here. Yep, Matthew Jones. We're playing Michigan in the Rose Bowl. On the other side of the bracket, it would look like Western Kentucky and California made it as well. So hopefully if we can win this game, we can get revenge on Western Kentucky. So let's get this started against Michigan. They're 12-2, and we're 13-2 on the season. They're an 89, and we are an 88. So they have the overall advantage, but hopefully our defense can do something against them, and our offense hopefully can put up points and hopefully get a win and move on to the national championship. We're going to start on defense first. Our defense gets a stop. Our offense does a decent drive but turns it over, so it's 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Still 0-0. Now 3-0 Michigan, and now 10-0 Michigan. Our offense is struggling. 10-0 at the half. Now we get a big touchdown. As I say, we were struggling. We get a huge touchdown. 10-7 at the end of the third. So fourth quarter, we get a stop on defense. Offense, unfortunately, can't do anything with it. Defense gets another stop. Now we're in field goal range. How about a touchdown? 14-10 lead here for Sam Houston. Michigan needs a touchdown. They get it with 53 seconds. Now we need as a field goal. We're at the 17, and we get a touchdown with 9 to go. Sam Houston again with late game heroics. I said we were struggling in this game on offense. We get the win with the offense scoring with barely any time left on the clock with 21 points in the second half. A 21-17 win over Michigan, and we're moving on to either play Western Kentucky or Cal in the national championship game. It's going to be a weird national championship here. I mean, granted, it is year number 6, so all the usual suspects are pretty much gone at this point to win the national championship. Matthew Jones wins Player of the Week. And we're playing Cal in the national championship. Kind of a weird-esque. They beat them 58-0. Oh, my goodness. Kansas lost 17-9 against Cal, and Cal then beat Miami 48-24, and then 58-0 on Western Kentucky. All right, well, we got our work cut out for us here against California. They're 14-2. We are 14-2 on the season. We technically have the overall advantage at an 88 overall compared to an 85. So, no overall advantage. Overall advantage. No, yes. So, let's see how we do against them in for the national championship. We're starting on defense first against Cal. And we get a stop and a field goal, and then a touchdown. It's now 10-7 at the end of the first quarter. California still has the ball and gets a touchdown. So we had a very good start, and now it's all been Cal. 21 straight points for Cal after we put up the first 10. Offense is back to struggling. We get a field goal, so it's 21-13 going into the fourth. This is where our team usually comes alive, and as I say that, there's a touchdown to make this a 2-point game. They miss a field goal. All we now need is a field goal, and we get it. We're up by 1 with a minute to go in the game. They're at the 47. They get a first. Now we get a huge sack. 4th and 19. They don't even get close. And Sam Houston will win the national championship by 1 point. The trophy's in the ground again. Always is at this point. But Sam Houston in 6 seasons will do it. 22-21 over Cal after they just put up 48 points on Western Kentucky. And we get the win. Another team down. Definitely been a harder rebuild, but, I mean, we had winning seasons each year with Sam Houston. Took us a while to get to this moment, to get into the college football playoff. We are national champions. We're taking a look at the stats before we head on out. Andres Drake, 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Not what you want to see in your senior quarterback. Arma, 583 with 5. Trumaine with 424 and 3. Drake also added 285 with 2 on the ground. Receiving-wise, Matthew Jones, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. Adrian had 742 with 6, and Grimes had 643 and 9, and Lord had 524 and 2. Marshall even had 445 with 4 through the air as well. Defensive-wise, Hollis led the team with 97 tackles. Silvera with 10 tackles for a loss. Crummy had 14.5 sacks. Vasquez had 7 picks. All right. We also had 23 deflections and by 2 people, Marsh and Hollis as well. We forced a lot of fumbles. Someone had 6 fumble recoveries. My goodness. Okay. We had 2 blocked kicks. We had 1 safety, and we even had a defensive touchdown. I think that's the first time ever with our defense having forced fumbles, recoveries, blocked safeties, and touchdowns. Kicking-wise, Tim here made every field goal besides 50-plus, and he made every extra point. Punting-wise, Bigsby, 3,200 yards, 14 inside the 20 with 9 touchbacks, and no kick or punt returns for this team. I do apologize for getting this video out later than normal. When I recorded this last season here, didn't record properly. As I pressed stop recording, my OBS crashed, so I lost the footage on the last season. So, pretty much had to redo this last season to the best of my ability. I feel like the last time when we did win the national title, we won like 50. No, it wasn't 50. It was 37. It's like a weird score. 37-24, I think. And it wasn't against Cal. It was someone else. But I had to redo this whole last season before I could even upload the video. So it was a little bit different than what we had. I don't even have the footage anymore, unfortunately. But anyways, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit the like button down below. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button. We're very, very close to 500 subs. And once we do that, we'll be doing a 24-hour stream right here on YouTube. And as an announcement here, we are going to be uploading every single day in April. So from April 1st to April 31st, we'll have a video every single day, winning a national championship with every team, or our In With The Show Zero Overall franchise that will be coming out next Tuesday. Those will be Tuesdays and Thursdays, while winning a national championship with every team will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday when April comes around. So I hope you guys did enjoy everything. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.